Okay, we're on the east side of the house, east side of the garage. This is the electric meter. Service is below grade. This meter should have been sealed on 3 sides to help water from getting into this wall system. Should have been. This is the grounding rod. They're supposed to be 8 feet. Alright? And it's supposed to be completely buried. Now, an electrician, he might come out here and test the resistance and show the code inspector that they've got enough resistance to meet the intent, something like that. I don't know. Maybe that happened. Maybe it did. But no, it's supposed to be buried. To a home inspector, to any inspector, unless it's proven otherwise that it should be different than the code, then that grounding rod should have been buried. We're going to move around. We're moving around inside the garage. This is the east side of the garage. This is called a U-for. That's now our bond and our second ground. It serves as both. And there it is. Now it should be labeled as being a U-for. It should be labeled as being a U-for. Should ground or something, even a little sign, a little grounding sign. You know, everybody knows what that is. Every electrician knows what that is. But it's supposed to be labeled. I didn't make that up. This is a 200 amp service panel, load center, breaker box. Call it what you will, but there it is inside the garage east wall. These aren't labeled very good. It says water heater. That's not a 220. At 30? Water heater at 30? Where's your water heater breaker? I'm not getting any hot water, by the way. Am I? I was trying to. It feels like it might be warm. It might be the way it's set. Might not be getting any power. So these are a combination AFCI, GFCIs, and GFCIs. And we test these by pushing the button. That's really the only way you can test these. Well, we don't have to test that one, do we? All right, can we reset it? No, we can't reset that one. Whatever that is, we're going to find out sooner or later, but we cannot reset number 26. And according to this, that's the master bedroom. So we'll see if we got any AFCI in the master bedroom. These are combinations, GFCIs, and these are, okay. All right, I'll find out better. This is hand labeling. Hand labeling. It's supposed to be printed. See where it says danger? That's printing. See where it says square D? Warning? That's printing. Alright? These are supposed to be printed, not hand labeled. And they're not even... Okay, these are the two ACs, 30 amps, 30 amps. So wherever the water heater breaker is, and it's probably up there or up there, there's not... Really? That's heat 60. Okay, that's the heat. Alright, so we got a closed dryer and a water heater right here somewhere. We got a range and then a dryer. Range and a dryer. Condensing units. I can't find a water heater breaker. And I haven't gotten hot water yet. Interesting. But this breaker up here, which is labeled master bedroom, 26. Okay, that guy will not reset. And these are hand labeled. And I didn't make that up. Alright? It's the manufacturer says that should be printed. They even gave you stickers for it. The code says it should be printed. Just a moment here. What do we got? Okay. We got debris, including combustible. Can we get in there? Combustible debris and stuff. And paint inside the cabinet. It's not supposed to be dirty like that. Not supposed to be dirty like that. What else we got? We got things. Step back and look for a moment. We're supposed to have protective rubber neoprene covers on L1 and L2. We do not have those. The bonding location is supposed to be labeled inside the panel so anybody can see that. I get it. An electrician is going to have no trouble finding that, but it's supposed to be there. If you don't know if these are hot, you don't belong in this cabinet. I get that too. But that's not the rules. What else? Is that more than 1/8 of an inch? No. Okay. See that right there? That's a screw. Okay? Screws are faster and tighter. Just zap it in there with some screws. Philip, we're going to the beer store. Oh, Doug, man, you're the fastest guy in the shop. I know. I'm getting a raise next week. That's how they do it. But these screws, they don't have near the shear strength that a nice nail will have, a nail shank will have. So if you got a tornado that blows through here, an event, and it blows through and it blows your garage up, well, you've already got a bad day. I get that. But this box would stand a better chance, this cabinet, if it was nailed in place. It might be, and instead of like the first responders coming in over, stepping over Sparky here, trying to get in there to dig you out of the debris. I know it's a worst case scenario. It's a horrible scenario. And the devil could come over too. I get it, you know. But I'm not the one who made up the nail rule. I'm not him. Don't blame me. I didn't say wake up one day and say, you know what, I need to start telling people to put nails in the cabinets. And you know what? The guys that wrote the code, they didn't say, you know what, we don't have enough words in this code. We got to mess with these people some kind of way. Let's talk about putting nails in the cabinets. No, there's a reason for that. So what did we learn? We learned that our meter box should be sealed and our grounding rod was not properly buried. That's what we learned. We learned that our bonding, our second ground, was not properly labeled. We learned that. We learned that our circuit breakers are not properly labeled. We learned that we don't even think we don't even know that we've got a water heater. I can't even determine that we've got a water heater circuit breaker. Where is that? If it's not coming from here, it's borrowing some power from someplace else. What's that about? We learned that we've got a circuit breaker that will not reset. We learned that L1 and L2 do not have protective covers on them. We learned that we got dust and debris in the cabinet, and we learned that the cabinet was screwed in. But we learned something else. See these white hots? They should be wrapped with black tape. If you don't know those wires are hot, you don't belong in this cabinet. I get that. But they should be wrapped with black tape. And they weren't.